We have our whole team tracking the storm. Our First Alert weather team has the latest updates, and you'll hear how one group in Rochester is doing everything it can to help. But first, News 10 NBC investigative reporter Jennifer Lukey has been monitoring the storm and talking with people who are riding it out, who have connections to our area.
And Jen, that includes your own mom, Wendy, who is currently in Venice, Florida.
Yeah, that's right, Brett, Deanna. She moved yesterday from our home down there, which is about 2 miles from the beach in a low-lying area, to her friend's recently built condo on the 3rd floor of a complex, which has hurricane-proof windows and a generator. But I can tell you right now the power is out and the generators have not kicked on. Communication with her has been spotty, but she and her friends are okay at the moment.
I've been through a few. I've been here quite a few years, and this is the worst one yet. More rain, more wind, trees going down, lightning, tornadoes.
Dora Banis is a native Floridian. My mom, Wendy, is not, but she's clearly trying to make sure I don't panic.
It's getting pretty nasty here, so we're getting a little concerned, but we're doing okay, right? Yeah, but I'm okay. We're safe here. It's a hurricane-proof building.
About 10 miles down the road in Northport, Florida.
Like, we've got the front all boarded up and everything. Got things knocked down that we could, and what we couldn't, it is what it is.
Jillian and Brian Treadway, original Upstate New Yorkers, have taken all of the precautions they can.
This is a whole different beast because, I mean, Charlie actually would fit inside the eye wall of Ian.
As a 911 operator, Jillian is used to emergency management, but as luck would have it, she's on vacation this week.
To be home for this one, it's a completely different thing. I kind of wish I was there, but at the same rate, I'm glad I can be home with my family.
Further south in Cape Coral, George Fenwick walked us around his screened-in back porch just as the eye wall was approaching.
I hear a bang every once in a while. It's either a transformer popping, although we still have power. Can you hear me okay, Jen?
He moved inside for safety.
And pretty much all of Cape Coral is an evacuation area.
But since George stayed, he had to make sure he was prepared.
I have a master bedroom closet, which is pretty well protected. That is now, I emptied it out and lined it with mattresses, cushions, pillows, batteries, lights, radio, and the dogs and I will get in there if I hear the freight train coming.
As for my mom and her friends, well, they continue to be moms and comfort their children while literally in the middle of a hurricane.
The towers are probably going to go down, they're pretty sure, and so we probably are not going to be able to communicate for, it could be up to a week, it said. So we'll try. We'll do the best that we can, you know, and we're staying safe. So don't worry, Jennifer. Yeah. We're staying safe, and it's going to be okay. It really is.
They're the ones in the middle of a hurricane, and there's my mom saying, it's okay, Jennifer. I just checked in on her. She is still able to get text messages out. They no longer can do phone calls or FaceTime. The power's out. The generators aren't working. But she says the trees are down. Roofing has been coming off. No power, even though this place has a generator. It's dark. We're using candles. No hot water, but we're thankful to be okay. George ended up getting in that closet in a spare room that he prepared, and that is where he remains with his dogs at this hour. Deanna.
Wow, we will keep him in prayer. Thank you so much.